body, 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 body. I am stuck in a dreaming. I can't help what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm breathing when you are with me. My heart is beating. I am stuck in a dreaming, and when you are with me, giving into you.
Hey YouTube, welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why the Model Y is one of the best cars to have if you're living in the desert like me. Now if you're someone who lives in Phoenix, Scottsdale, anywhere in the valley, you know how hot it can be, and there are several parts of the US that do get as hot as Phoenix does. And today I'm going to point out some of the best tips on why owning a Tesla really helps you thrive in this kind of climate. So first we're going to be talking about is the AC. Let's give it up for AC. I feel like Teslas hands down have the best air conditioning system, period. I've owned a lot of gas cars, and that is one of the best things about a Tesla. Because it is electric, it doesn't take a long time. There is no engine needed like a normal gas car for it to really get to work on cooling your car down, where I feel like the Tesla just thrives in that area. So there's two ways to go about it. One is preconditioning your car, or you can also pre-cool your car through the phone app. It's very easy, and a lot of people like this feature because if you are someone who just wants your car cooled down right before you sit in it, you can literally go on your app, hit the temperature that you want, and it will cool your car down. Now this is an amazing feature because not only does it cool the car down, it makes sure that the steering wheel and the seats are cool to your liking, and you don't want to get in your Tesla and end up burning yourself because the steering wheel is so hot to the touch. And trust me, living in Phoenix, I've been there and I've done that, and it's just, those are the days where I'm just like, I want the heat to just go away already. But the second thing you can do that Teslas come with is an amazing feature called cabin overheat protection. Now there's a lot of controversies because there's some people who do like this feature and some people who find it unnecessary. But I'm going to address all the issues up front. Now, cabin overheat protection is really good. What it does essentially is, if you don't have a Tesla and no idea what I'm talking about, it basically keeps your car at a certain temperature continuously throughout the day. So kind of picture it like your AC at your home that you would use. It kind of keeps your home at a same temperature that you set it to. And if it does go above that temperature, it starts turning on and cooling your house down, just like a Tesla. If you set it to a certain temperature, it will make sure that the car remains that temperature throughout the day, which is perfect if you're someone who is always on the go. You don't have time to keep going through the app and like preconditioning your car, or if you're someone who forgets to do that and you get in your car and everything's just hot to the touch. It's an amazing feature. Now the downside of that is it does drain your battery. So although your car is sitting still, it is going to drain your battery because the AC is being used to keep the car cool at all times. Now if you're someone who has a long range, I don't necessarily find it a big issue with the long range models, because the long range does have a bigger battery, and the bigger battery is more beneficial for using cabin overheat protection. And if you're someone who doesn't like cabin overheat protection, and let's say you're like, oh, I'll just precondition my car 5 to 10 minutes before I get in because I don't want it to drain my battery. Although that is good, just remember that when you are preconditioning your Tesla, it is going to be using more power because now it needs to use more AC to cool your car down quicker than if you just had cabin overheat protection on in the first place. So these two go hand in hand, and it's really up to you as the user to decide which feature you want to go with or which route. Both ultimately are the best in keeping your car cool, but you do want to explore. They both do drain your batteries, but at certain times. One is throughout the day and the other is all at once because it needs to cool your car down in such a quick, efficient way. But like I said, I have a long range model, and if you're someone who's new to Tesla, am buying a Model Y or a Model 3, I would highly recommend investing a little more and getting the long range, because it does save on charging trips and just charging altogether, and you get more mileage. And I just love having a long range model. The next thing we're going to talk about is, because I live in Phoenix, I'm the person who always has my doggy in the back. I love taking my dog with me to grocery trips. He chills out in the car. I love taking him to Starbucks to get pup cups. And what comes downside to that is cars and temperatures in Arizona can skyrocket. There will be days where it can be like 118 to like the highest I've seen is like 121 degrees outside. And the last thing you want is your pup in the car and it's hot. And even with a gas car, you kind of have to keep your car running and it's just too much work. So thank gosh, because Tesla has created dog mode and this works wonders. All you do is you go on your AC unit right here and you're going to click dog mode. And what that does is, now when you exit the vehicle, your car will remain with the AC on, making sure that your pup remains cool. It also does the display on the screen, letting others know that although your doggy's in the car, the AC is on and they are okay. When you do have dog mode on, you will get a live camera, because Teslas do come with an interior camera, and you can check on your dog at all times wherever you are, in the grocery store or at a doctor's appointment. You can check on them, see what they're doing, and it will also show you the temperature inside the car at all times. And this is hands down one of the best things I like about having a Tesla versus a normal gas car, because you constantly have to worry about your keys. You have to leave the engine running for the AC to be on. You can misplace your keys, and I just do not like that stress. And I've also done DoorDash with my Tesla, and I'm going to show you guys in another video. The next thing we're going to talk about is the panoramic sky roof that comes on all Teslas. Usually it comes on the Model Y. I'm not too sure about the Cybertruck because I've never been in one. But I know the Model 3 has somewhat of a panoramic roof. It does have like a middle pillar that separates it. Again, I don't know why they did that. But anyway, talking about the panoramic roof, especially on the Model Ys, a lot of things I do notice is that people say, oh, well, the sun is constantly shining through. Doesn't it get really hot in the car? How does the car fix that issue? Now, leaving your car in cabin overheat protection ultimately solves that issue, because your car will remain cool at all times. But if you do want to go above and beyond like I did, you can go ahead and get this tinted. Now that tint is going to provide you that sun protection and those sun rays from coming in your car, and it does usually make a tad degree cooler difference in your car. I've not noticed it much, but I do also live in Phoenix where it can reach up to 118 degrees on several days throughout the year. But another thing you can do that I've invested in is an accessory called the sunshade. I'm gonna put up a video where you guys can see I have it installed in my Tesla. This is a really nice shade you can buy on Amazon. It's relatively cheap and it's so easy to install it and put away. I put it away every winter, and then every summer I bring it back out, throw it on, we're good to go. It really makes a big difference. Overall, the Tesla Model Y is a great decision regardless of which state you live in. I just find it very beneficial to people who live in Phoenix, who are getting through this desert heat as we all do. And I just feel like it's so useful having a car like this, especially when you're doing DoorDash, Uber delivery, or any kind of service like that where you constantly need to leave your car on and just pop in and out, get food, or whether you're someone who constantly goes to the grocery store, Tesla Model Y or just any Tesla is not going to let you down. I love the features that it comes with, and I would heavily suggest that you guys take all this to your own discretion and you guys can determine which feature you want to use, whether it's cabin overheat or if you just want to precondition your car every time you're going to leave. Either way, you can't go wrong, and the Tesla just has an amazing air conditioning system. Another thing I want to mention is some life hacks to having your Tesla. As you guys can see, if you ever want to adjust your temperature, you do not need to press this button for the AC system to come up. You can simply just drag your hand and you can automatically change whichever temperature you want. You can move the Tesla air graphic on your screen so it can target exactly where you want the air to hit you, whether it's on your face, you don't want it on your face. Here you have three options, whether you want the air to hit your feet, the windshield, or you can do all three at once. This is going to be your auto option. That's if you want the car to just condition itself on its own. You don't need to adjust the temperature. The only reason I don't use that is because it does make the air pressure really high and it just blasts air in your face, and I'm just like, it's too cold, it's too cold. So I just like doing it manual, but it's really up to you how you want to do it. Then you also have the rear option, which lets you use the AC for the rear passengers. Now if you have a Model Y 2024 or above, they have their own panel back here and they can just do that themselves. You really don't need to do that. Then here you have the keep mode, which keeps the climate enabled, and that basically just keeps the car AC on, whether you need to go run into the store, come back, you don't want to mess with the AC, that will just keep it on. Or you can do the dog mode, which is the same exact thing as keep mode, but it will display a graphic letting other people know that your dog's safe in the car, and it will also enable the camera. So remember, if you're using dog mode, you'll have that camera which will pop up on your phone, whereas keep will not. So now you know the best ways to go about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I tried to be as informative as I could. I do know that Teslas do come with a lot of features, so I really want to make a good series and really explain to you guys how to really individually deal with everything that Tesla comes with. But anyway guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is going to be a very long series, and I hope you guys subscribe and follow me through this journey because it's exciting owning a Tesla. And I am a tech guy and I love everything about Teslas. Hands down, one of the best reasons I wanted a Tesla, it was for the features. I live for the features. So yeah, I just want to give it to Tesla for building such an amazing car. And none of my videos are sponsored, but anyway guys, thank you for watching. Bye bye.